Hey, friends. Hey, y'all. Hey, happy, what's today? Monday. Happy Monday, friends. Oh my God. Pull it together, Tuka. Pull it together. All right. I know somebody who's never been here before is like, what's happening? Focus. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, my name is Tanisha James. I am affectionately known as Coach Tuka. All right. And I want to welcome you to my little corner of these YouTube streets where I come every day at 4 p.m. ish Central Standard Time, doing everything I can to help as many women as possible lose weight, look and feel the best that they've ever felt. All right. And I do it all by letting you know that it's very simple to get the weight off your body and out of your life. But we in our humanness will complicate this thing. Ask me how I know. Because 5 years ago, your girl was 80 pounds heavier than I am today with a laundry list of chronic illnesses, ocular migraines, debilitating menstrual cycles, severe anemia, sugar addiction, high blood pressure, you name it, I about had it, okay? And I am free of all of those things today. And now I get the blessed opportunity and honor to help women like you uh, lose weight without doing all the wild and crazy things that we see on the internet. So if this sounds like your type of party, your type of hype, the first thing I want you to do is go ahead and make that commitment and subscribe and turn on your notifications here. And so that when I go live at 4 o'clock ish, you will be notified. All right. And if anything I say blesses you, I want you to do me a favor and share it with a friend because the goal is as many women as possible. And when you share the love, okay, with the people you say you love, then YouTube pushes this content to them easier. And you know more people than I do. All right. So we talked about the standard yesterday, and I want to stay right here and keep talking about standards because I got to get some things off my chest that have been bothering me. All right. So one of the things I want to talk about today is that there are some of us out here, we be out here doing the most. Like we really be being real extra when it comes to losing the weight. So I thought about something that I used to do back in the day when I was in college. Okay. I always start with me. Okay. Because I'm telling you how I know what I know. All right. So I remember being in college, and to be honest with you, my journey with needing to lose weight started at a very young age. So by the time I left home for college at 17, working out and doing all these wild and crazy things and I tried all of them, okay, to lose weight and get to a point where I could, look in the mirror and like what I saw. It's been a significant, all right. So I remember they used to have these. I don't know the proper name for them. I'm just gonna call them sauna suits. All right, y'all know it's like plastic, like you exercising inside a trash bag, and it's a whole suit. You got the top and you got the pants, and the intention is to make you sweat, right? We kept us a sauna suit, okay? And I remember ripping it and being like, oh no, I got the cut. Hey, Nicole. Oh, Nicole said she had it. I knew you was my cousin, all right? So I remember ripping my little sauna suit. What do they call it, y'all? I'm calling it a sauna suit. But I remember ripping it and being like, oh no, I got to because I need a new one. Because there's no way I'm about to work out and I don't have my sauna suit. Like, there is no point, okay? And so I thought about that because I'm like, this is how we approach weight loss, right? Some of us out here, we just being extra for no reason. That was my version of extra. So we out here wearing the sauna suit, drinking the drinks, joining the challenge, we closing the rings, doing all these things, right? But if we took a minute and somebody asked you, like most of us really have no idea what we are measuring. All right. We don't even know what the target is. The target is just to lose weight, be smaller, be more finer. Right. So what happens is we end up looking the part, looking like we're doing something. We actually sound like we're doing something. But if somebody were to come and ask you, what does success look like for you this week? Most people would not have an answer. They would not have a target where they could say, you know what? I either did it or I didn't. And that right there, my friends, is the problem. All right. So here's what nobody want to keep it 100 with us about because nobody told me. Nobody warned me when I was buying the sauna suit. All right. that baby, you making it look like you doing something, but you're not doing a lot of nothing. Okay. Talking about easy breezy pace of walking is more like a social hour. We kiki and hardly ain't really doing much of anything. Okay. But we made the movement look like we was making some progress. Okay. We made sweating look like we were being successful. Okay. But if you don't have a clear target, if you don't have a clear measurement for what it looks like to succeed, then you're not tracking like transformation. You just using up time and looking like you got stock in sauna suits while you're doing it. Okay. So you're not losing weight because the plan that you're on doesn't work. That's not the reason. You're not seeing the scale move because something wrong with your body and your body just different. The problem for most of us is we are measuring the wrong thing. All right. So let me be clear. You can get all the gadgets, all the sauna suits, all the ankle weights. What else, y'all? What else we be getting? You can get all the things. And if you have no standard, it's just extra for no reason. It's just added stuff for no reason. You could drink a gallon of water, okay? And if you don't know what the purpose is, if you don't know what the target is, you're going to be hydrated, but you're still going to be confused. All right. Blowing your money. All right. I remember, let me go back because this just came to my mind. I remember there was this thing. I did not buy it. Praise the Lord. Okay. Had enough sense to know that ain't it. But y'all remember the little shake weight thing? Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, I think that could work. I think that's the thing I need. Right. This is what some of us are doing. We start a new challenge every week and we don't know why. We just spinning our wheels. So here's what's the worst part of all of that. When you measure the things that, when you don't measure the things that are the most important, that matter the most, then you'll start to think that you really are being successful. You'll say stuff like, I showed up today. And I want to know what you show up to though. You showed up today, but you showed up to what? I'm consistently here, consistently doing what though? So, what is the target? What will you be able to say you finished? So, if you don't have a clear target, a clear line where you can say, I either did it or I didn't, there's no real win. And I told you, change begins with small daily wins. So, I'm just gonna give you some examples because I see these things. Some of them I did and some of them I saw. Some of these things I did. All right. Some of us, we go to the gym, we ain't got no plan. We just gonna wing it when we get there, okay? Hit the treadmill, watch our favorite show, and we on a stroll, texting our friends, kiki on the phone. All of that is just going through the motions, all right? Some of us think when we want to lose weight, the first thing we want to do is go on a diet where we eat less. We ain't got no structure, so we out here starving and still gaining weight. Starting over every Monday. That's another one. Keeps you in a cycle that feels like you're really doing something, but there is taking you nowhere. You're literally marching in place. And the reason why you can't get a step forward is because you have no real measurement for success. You have no real target. All right. So the way you're going to fix it is you're going to choose what you're actually going to measure this week and do not say weight. That's what we say. I just want to lose some weight. All right. Say things like to track how many days I follow my food plan. All right. I'm going to track how many days I move for 30 minutes or more. I'm going to track the pace that I move while I move 30 minutes or more. All right. I'm going to track how many times I follow the plan I said I was going to follow, even when I don't feel like it. This is data that you can use. This is real data. All right. I'm going to track how many ounces of water I drink. I'm going to track how many hours of sleep I get. All right. Those are targets. And so when you set a clear standard and a target, right? Now we got a game. We got a scoreboard. You ever been to a game and they ain't keeping score? Okay. So if you say you're eating 2 simple plates and walking 30 minutes a day, then that's your scoreboard. You're going to stop winging it. And then every night, you're going to ask yourself, did I do what I said that I was going to do? That's the game. The game is over. Okay. We took score and the game is over. When the game ends, you should be able to look at the scoreboard and say, I won or I lost. All right. I won. I ain't never, unless it was a scrimmage. I did go to one last week and they ain't take no score, but we knew who won. Okay. I ain't never been in no game where nobody takes score. They don't say we just gonna go out here and run around and toss the football around. No, they came to win. And when it's over, there's a clear winner and loser. And so a lot of us have no standards. So we just moving in our little waist beads and what's the other thing? Everybody was buying little waist trainers, okay, and sauna suits and ankle vests, okay, looking cute. Got our little matching top and bottom, okay. Got the watches and all the things, but we don't have a standard. So if you don't have a standard, you do not really have a scoreboard. And if there is no scoreboard, you'll look like you're doing something, but no, you'll never see it look any different. So don't let the sweat fool you. Okay? Don't let the movement trip you up. Don't let the gadgets convince you. Hey, Alicia, don't let the gadgets make you think you're growing and getting better when you're working hard doing something, but it ain't progressing you to anywhere. All right? So you're moving. I'm just not sure it's forward. It looks like circles are in place. So don't be like me out here with your sauna suit. I'm telling you, could nobody tell me nothing about that sauna suit? All right. So are we trying to lose weight? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I remember I learned that obesity was a chronic illness. So yes, we are trying to lose weight. And that is important. However, if you lose weight and you don't feel better, what are we doing? If we lose weight and we don't get our life back, what are we doing? All right? Because the truth is, this is really a heart issue. This is a heart posture issue. And we're trying to fix it with gadgets and equipment. We want God to do something in our life without doing the things that it takes to get him to do something in our life. So we buying the waist trainers, the challenges, which I love a good 7-day challenge, okay? But what's the target? What's the standard? What we ordered another supplement, and y'all know I love some supplements, okay? I love me some Shaklee, all right? But all I'm trying to get you to see, you don't have a standard. All of these things will not fix a disordered life. All of these things that look like action will not give you real results and progress if you don't have any standards. All right. So if you don't have a scoreboard, I did it. So here's how we do it in the Success Squad. And I'm so glad I brought this up because we do this every Monday. So we meet every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my mentees in the Success Squad have to turn in a tracker that every week, which tells me what they didn't do, and I coach them from that. I coach them from what they did, from their scoreboard, because ain't that what a coach do? Okay, I'm coaching them on how they play. So for the mentees who forget or who don't turn it in, I don't have the coaching that you need, right? So these are the things. We got a scoreboard. It ain't the supplements. It ain't the sauna suit. It ain't the leg weights. You either did it. They can look and say, not only can they look and say, I moved my body this many times, I drank my water this many times, I got my sleep this many times, or I didn't. They actually get a grade. There's a consistency score that they actually get. And you know what this does? It shows us, number one, what we about to celebrate, because that's the first thing we do. We celebrate. Yes, girl. So this morning, conversation was there. I mean, there were some people daily workouts, daily drinking their water and rest, hitting it. We don't need to talk about that. So we're going to celebrate, but then we're going to improve. So we're always going to look for where's the area that needs our attention right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because we not out here looking the part. We doing it. We doing it. And we doing it better week after week after week. Why? Because we got a scorecard. All right. Because we have a measuring a success metric where we can either say, I mean, now, out of all the options, if you make a 53, we all know that's bad enough. Okay. So now, what do you do in school when you make an F? You say, okay, how can I pass the test next time? All right. Which is always next week. So I'm just saying, y'all no looking the parts is all I'm saying. All right. Some of us are like, I'm consistent, and you are. Okay. But you walk in a 45-minute mile. It's taking you 75 minutes to do a mile. And if that's where you started, that's fine. But next week, we should be able to do the 75-minute mile in 72 minutes. We should have, so a measurement, allow a success metric, a standard lets you get better. It says this is the least I will do. All right. But also you can see I got a little better than that. So I want to give you an example. Something I've been focusing on is working out in my fat burning zone, in my fat loss zone. So we calculated that this morning because everybody wants to try it, right? So what I realized is when I first started, I had to be very intentional about keeping my heart rate in the fat burning zone. And the amount of distance that I was able to cover was roughly like 3.8 miles. And when I would run, it's going to pull me above the fat loss zone. So I'd have to stop the running and only walk, which was harder because I actually enjoy a bit of walking and a bit of running. I really enjoy it. So I've been doing this probably about a month, maybe. So what I noticed this week is that with the same amount of effort, my heart doing the same amount of work, I am now able to do about 4.1 miles instead of 3.7.8. All right. Because I had a standard that said, I'm not going to be right here forever. I understood the target. All right. So then once you hit, what a standard does is let you hit it. And then once you hit it, now you can elevate. Because we don't just hit the target and keep it. But we can't even get to that point because if somebody asked you, what does success look like this week? Tell me in the chat. The average person does not know. They just know I want to be smaller today. 1 pound is smaller today than yesterday. Okay. So is that the standard for success? Here's what else I want to tell you. A lot of times the success metric that the world is using, so this is where we really get messed up, all the sauna suits and waist trainers and the wild and crazy things they're doing on the internet. Most times the success metric of the world that everybody else is doing, that is the most popular, is not the one that's going to get you results that last. Is not the one. It's going to be a different standard. I'm just telling you. Okay? It's going to be an uncommon standard. The standards of that's the norm, the common folk. Okay? I ain't trying to say so this is what I believe. We ain't better than nobody, but we different than some other people. Okay? So the standard that everybody else is measuring by typically is not going to be the one that's going to help you win. All right? And if it helps you win temporarily, it's probably going to be the one that you abandon as soon as you feel like going back to yourself. I remember, I'm going to stop naming all these shake things I used to do. I remember there was this one shake company in a silver bag with purple on it. Okay. If you know, you know. And I remember the young lady who was the distributor for the shakes. She had this whole like meeting where it was like in a hotel, and you'd come and she'd tell you all about the product and sell you the shakes. And yeah, the room was just, I need to circle back and ask this young lady because I actually kind of know her a little bit. I need to circle back and ask her because I'm betting that was probably one of the most financially lucrative seasons of her life. That room was packed. All right. That room was full of people. And boy, did we rack up. Okay. Boy, did we rack up. Okay. We spent some money that day getting all set up because you needed all the things and you needed a whole little kit with the shebang. You had to go get all the little fruits and stuff that was going to go in there for your shakes. And so I'm telling you this to say there were results. There were results. Okay. I think I may have lost about 20 or 25 high quality pounds. Okay. But when I tell you everybody was doing it, and it was the common measurement. All right, because the scale is just one measurement, one target, one indicator. We weren't on nothing else. We just wanted to lose weight. I don't even know if I had a number. I just wanted to be smaller. That's all. And when I tell you, it was no time before the thrill wore off, because that's what happens when you take the common way. The excitement and the thrill wore off. Now I don't want to do this anymore. The taste. Okay. And it was no time, y'all. It was no time before I had probably gained about 40 pounds. Okay. And never wanted them things again. So I'm just telling you the thing that's the most popular, the most common, that standard, it doesn't last. The world standard, it don't last. You might get some results, but I promise you, real weight comes off and stays off. So I want you to commit. Don't buy nothing else this week. Don't you buy no new tools, no new gear. Use what you already have. What do you have in your hand? You got some tennis? Just lace them suckers up. All right? Use what you already have and work the plan you already said yes to. Do that. All right? Do that. Set a real standard and measure it. Set a standard and measure it. Track it. Did I do it? Did I not do it? When you close your eyes at the end of the day, you should be able to give your day a grade. That's the teacher in me. So what is the standard? Is it walking for 30 minutes a day? Is it drinking your water? Is it eating 2 simple plate meals a day? I didn't say go hard. I said go steady and regularly towards the mark. Because there are some things that being consistent at the unsexy thing builds in you. So just because you go hard, ain't no wrong with equipment. I'm just gonna say that. I haven't bought some gadgets lately, okay? I got this new body analyzer. I got this Oura ring, okay? But it is support. It is support. And if you never build the internal structure, then you're going to always need these external things so you can feel like you're doing something. And it's just a bunch of huffing and puffing. Okay? But we're not doing it anymore. All right? So if you need help measuring your consistency, getting real coaching around your consistency, I invite you to join us in. Now, this is in VIP. I don't do any one-on-one things in my free community, but I do have a free community where you can at least get something. All right? ReadySetHabits.com. All right. VIP.ReadySetHabits for the VIP community. I think it's in my bio, but I think somebody told me it don't work. So it's VIP. I'm going to go fix it right now. Okay. So that's all I got. Listen, we're not going to be out here huffing and puffing, blowing and going and doing a bunch of nothing. We playing the game for real with a scoreboard. All right. We measuring whether we won or whether we lost. So next time I see you next week, you should be able to tell me I won or I did not. Because don't nobody play the game and just shake hands and say good job and be done with it. No, you either won or you didn't. Tournaments don't happen because you just went out there and threw a ball around. And that's what some of us are doing with our waist beads and our sauna suits and shakes and all the other things, shake weights and whatever. Insert whatever. What are y'all things? Y'all know all my things. So that's all I have. I absolutely love you to life. If I stepped on one of your toes or all today, I want you to know it was only in love. I'm not coming for you, but I'm coming for you. I love you enough to help you be well beyond the weight because I know that what God has in store for you requires you to be the best version of yourself. And there's something that He needs for you to do, and only you can do it. I can't do it. Your friends can't do it either. And in order to do that, He's going to need you at your best. So I love you enough to help you, even if I got to step on some toes to do it. I love you enough to help you be well beyond the weight. I'll see you tomorrow at the same place. Come on, Alicia, at the same place and at the same time. I will see you tomorrow. Have an amazing, amazing evening.